Hi, my name's Tara.
I'm Dave.
We're the Thirsty Thrifters. Cheers. We like to make videos about reselling on eBay and Poshmark. We always have some wine along the way. This is what we're having tonight, Shiraz.
Double Century from Bright Sellers.
This is from our Bright Sellers subscription. We have a link to that below. I think we've gotten like 12 boxes from them at this point. We are pretty loyal. They're very good. We like all the wine. So today we're going to do a what sold in August?
August.
We have, for the first time, I think, Dave's what sold on his eBay store. What's your name? I saw it. You remember?
It's like Dave Stutz or
no,
David
I
Stutz?
believe it's D. Stutz.
Oh, yeah, D. Stutz.
Okay, you can put that on the screen and linked. And then my eBay is Main Street Alto from a long time ago. And my Poshmark is Tara Stutz. We'll give you some totals at the end for how much we sold over the course of the month. We've picked our best or favorite or noteworthy sales to talk about.
I just picked things that looked interesting.
And we have them mixed up, so it's going to be a surprise which sale and whose it is that comes up.
Yeah.
But we'll switch to our other screen and talk about our sales.
We're doing it now.
Are we ready? I just get to drink when it's your sales, right?
Yeah. Okay, this is yours.
First up.
And I get to drink when it's yours.
This was sold on Poshmark. Everyone's heard of Lululemon. These are the Align. If you ever find Align pants, they are very popular right now. This was the first time I'd ever found Align. And they were my size. And they were a color I wear. So I did try to wear them, but they kept falling down. If you want to be able to identify a line, it's hard to tell in this picture. It's better on this picture. This little V in the back, it comes to a V at the back of a line legging. And it's not a real distinct V, but that's always there for a line leggings. Maybe I have a better one.
Are you going to get mad if I start checking out the back of everybody's pants?
Yes.
They're wearing a line?
Please don't do that. But they sold for $40 in maybe a day.
Go back to that one picture. I want to see what you're talking about again.
It was a very quick sale. Very good sale. Not all Lululemon are the same. They've been around for quite a while now. So certain ones are going to sell faster and better than others. Let's see what's next. I can see it's another Poshmark. House of Harlow. I had never found this brand, but I had kind of heard about it.
What did you hear from them?
Other YouTubers. This was just at my local Goodwill, which amazed me. Let me find the tag. Where are you? House of Harlow, and it said Revolve, so I knew it was a Revolve brand. So I paid full price of $4 for the skirt, and it sold in less than a day for $50. So that's another one to watch out for. Yeah.
I think we're up to one of my sales.
Is this one of your sales? eBay.
Which is
that's sitting on our bed.
The Care Bear. I took the picture on the bed. I got this at the bins. It was so light, and I knew it was really old because I grew up around that time period. It looked pretty familiar.
They do have tags that will tell the date.
Yeah, well.
Did you take a picture of it?
No, but I took it apart, made sure it worked.
Yeah, this one talked, right?
Yeah, it worked and everything.
The funny thing about this is I had it in my cart and I threw it back after I looked it up, and then he got it, bought it later.
I think it sold pretty quickly.
Yeah, you said it was like a couple days later it sold.
I'm not going to get those $50 sales like Tara every time.
Not every time. You got some. Yeah. There's your name, D. Stutz.
D. Stutz. That's my name. All right, back to Tara.
Back to me. This was fun. I was in my local thrift store and found for the first time figs. Here's what the inside would look like. Kind of see there. I had never found figs. I found these. They were kind of a strange style. There were two the same size, same color. I thought one was new with tags and one wasn't. Turns out they both were. and I sold one for 60 and the other for 40.
Figs.
So I had heard there are certain styles of figs that are rare, and apparently this style and color was pretty rare. So they both sold within a week.
I wouldn't use figs for a name for a business because it's like they kind of got a bad rap. Like most people don't like Fig Newtons, and they're known as like the worst cookies in my mind, at least.
Okay, Dave.
Figs are no good.
Dave goes off on tangents. Oh, I found you this.
Vintage towel. It says Virginia Beach on it. It's got some fish and a dolphin. It's gorgeous. It's $20 gorgeous. I mean, $19.99.
So it was from the bin.
Yeah, from the bin. So it weighed literally nothing. 0.00 pounds.
Well, this is weird to me. Not that, but your feedback score on this page is 26, but on a different one it was 34. Does it show your feedback at the time of the
Maybe
sale?
that's what it is. Yeah.
That's weird.
I mixed mine up on here. I don't.
Anyway, I knew this was a vintage towel. It just
Terry,
felt thin.
you see the
And
strangest details.
I said, Dave, you can sell it.
I did.
I'm giving him a lot of things to sell that I know he can list.
$20. Yeah, I just sell the weird stuff. So if you think, wow, all his stuff's weird, it's because I get all the weird stuff.
And all the men.
Which is men's stuff.
This one is noteworthy for me because I had never found Cavu before.
I thought that was cool bag.
It's kind of like a surfer brand, I think. I had never found one. I found it at my Goodwill, and it sold within an hour for full price. I was amazed. It even had a small stain on it. But I would definitely recommend.
Did you find it?
No, I found it at Goodwill. I would definitely recommend those. This, I don't know if it's this particular style or what, but it sold real fast. I don't have any other Cavu sales to compare to, but so far I enjoyed it.
Sweet. Oh yeah, this game I wanted to play, but I didn't have a chance because it sold immediately. Crack the Case. So it's like this game where you read this case file, and basically people try to get certain things about the case right, and they get a score somehow. But board games are cool to sell because if you don't sell them immediately and you want to play them, they're open. You might as well just play them.
Right.
And then
we've done that.
And then later on, you get $19.99 for it. So if you have access to the internet, we got on T-Mobile, so now I hardly ever have access to the internet. So it's hard for me to look things up. Sometimes I have to take a gamble on these old board games. But if you get something from the 90s and 80s and maybe like early 2000s, usually you can sell them for like $20 or more.
Oh, this one's mine. This was a $1 find at my Goodwill. They have certain colors that are half off for a week, and then on Sunday they're 99¢. And this was one. I knew I had heard of the brand Lovers and Friends. I know I have a picture of the tag. Here it is. I knew I had heard of this brand. I had no idea how good it was, but for $1, I'm going to take a chance. And it sold almost right away for $40. So that was pretty cool. There's another brand to watch out for.
Lovers and Friends?
Lovers plus Friends.
Is it Lovers plus Friends or is it Lovers and Friends? That's how I'd say.
I don't know.
Okay.
These are funny. So apparently Y2K, chunky heels, loafers.
Wow,
these are all going to sell. I've sold almost every pair found.
These look clonky.
Clonky?
Yeah, like
I think people say chunky.
Yeah, well, like I think clonky because it's like when they walk, I can hear their feet dragging. Yeah. They're so heavy.
These were even a small size 6, but they were
clonky.
They were sold. I had an offer from somebody, which I countered, and I had a question from somebody. Before I could answer the question, somebody else just bought them full price. So they sold very fast. These are the ones we got at one of the yard sales in Ohio at the 127 sale, the world's longest yard sale.
So I put like 15 or more things on Facebook today, and as I'm listing them, I start getting questions.
Mm-hmm.
and it's just people trying to get my cell phone. Like, what is this thing where they're trying to get my cell phone number?
I heard.
You can tell they're fake accounts, and
I
it's
saw
like every
somebody
time I
on Reddit
posted
say
something,
that.
they're like, "I want to buy this. Give me your cell phone number." I'm like,
It's just people wanting to spam
"Yeah."
you.
I'm like, oh, "I'm not doing that." So, but
No.
it's annoying because it's like every time you list something, the first thing that happens is someone tries to scam you. All right. Mark Nason. Yeah, these were the Rock Never Dies slip-ons.
Where did you get
I
those?
found these at the bins.
Oh, okay. Don't remember.
You know, probably a couple pounds.
We had these in a haul video. Now I remember.
Yeah, sold them for
But
45
I
bucks.
never heard of this
Somebody
brand
sent me an
ever.
offer. I think I
And
had them
so
up
that
for 60 bucks and I took 15. I don't know.
that maybe
Yeah,
you took
best
15.
offer.
I mean, you took
I
45.
took 45. Yeah, 15 off. My bad.
But that may be a brand to watch for. I've never heard of it.
I'm a numbers guy, if you can't tell. Ooh.
Oh
Oh, yeah,
gosh,
look.
Dave,
What'd
you
I
gotta
do?
scroll farther.
Gosh.
Dave's
There
the
he
best
is.
at scrolling. I heard somebody say the T is silent on this brand, but I don't think it is.
Marmot?
Marmot. I think it's still Marmot. Isn't there an animal called a Marmot? I don't know.
It's a varmint.
No, that's a type of animal. I don't know what I'm thinking of. So these I got at the bins. I don't remember when. Listed them for $50, and they took a while, but they sold full price. This is
Look at that model. It's like the agent accidentally called the surfer guy, and then he showed up to do a rock climbing.
these guys like to hike too.
Hiking thing. Yeah.
I looked them up, and this was about what the comps were, and I was amazed they sold for full price. But it's a good brand. I don't think I'd sold any men's from that brand, but it apparently does fine.
I think I have one of their jackets. It's nice.
Yeah, you do have one of their jackets for yourself. Birkenstocks. I'm trying to remember where I got these. Oh, I did pay $7, I think, at one of my local Goodwills for these because they were Birkenstocks. The toes were scuffed. The toes were dirty. But
I cleaned them up, didn't I?
no, I did these.
Oh, you did those?
But other than that, they
You
looked
did a good
unworn.
job. Good job.
You can see there's no wear on the inside. There's no wear on the bottom. I was kind of skeptical that these would do well because they're not sandals. But they did. They sold really quickly for $40. And then I found a pair of black ones the next week, same size, at the bins. And those have already sold for $50.
Birkenstocks.
So these are one to watch for also. Ballet flats.
I wouldn't wear them, but
That's okay.
okay, check this
Your
out.
pencils.
I found these pencils at the bins, and they had I just knew they looked real old, so I was like, I'll just chance it. And if not, I got some more pencils, because who doesn't need some more pencils? But anyway, yeah, 26 bucks for some antique pencils. I mean,
So is it just this brand?
it's, I guess, Linton, and it's like the tabloid part, the number 23 on them. They're just really thick. If you look at this picture, they're super thick.
But don't you have a ton
graphite.
more?
Yeah, but they're not these. They're different ones, and they're just like antique. I was so surprised how many people were like watching these and viewing it. I'm like, who collects antique pencils? Evidently, a bunch of people out there collect antique pencils. So, if you see some old pencils, maybe they might be worth something. I don't know.
I think you got lucky on that.
I got lucky. Yeah, that was pretty. I was like, 26 bucks? Okay. Sure.
Jeffrey Campbell. I think this is the only pair of Jeffrey Campbell boots I've found. I paid $7 at my Goodwill. They'll charge you $15 for worn out Nikes, but $7 for Jeffrey Campbell because they don't know what they are.
No one's hiking in those. For real.
I had these priced, I think, at 70 or 65 or I don't know.
You think someone actually hiking those?
No.
Okay.
No, probably not.
Why would you do that?
They might hike for half a mile and then
Yeah.
regret their life decisions.
That seems a bad idea.
So these were listed for just 2 months and then sold. The funny thing about this was I had one person that would like these, and then once a week she would like them again, And then again, like
She loved
she
them.
would do
there
it.
Should be a love.
I understand why it is. It's because when you look at your list of things you've liked, the most recent ones are at the top. So she kept putting these at the top. But there'd come a day where I'd see she liked
Before
it again,
payday,
and then she'd do it 3 or 4 more times that same day.
Every Thursday, something came up. She just had to. She had a bill come up.
She's not the one at the bottom though.
Dental issues.
Oh, there's her name right there.
Uh-oh.
That's her.
Okay. Anyway.
But good sale, Jeffrey Campbell boots. This one I really liked.
Well, I think
I paid full price for this at my Goodwill, which I hardly ever do.
Right.
$7, but I could tell immediately it was vintage. It was very cool.
It's actually a pretty dress.
Maxi dress. I dated it from the 70s. It's just a guess, But it had the metal zipper, so that's a good indication that it's vintage or somebody handmade it and they have vintage zippers. Here's the brand tag, so it wasn't handmade. I knew that.
Makos.
Sold in less than 1 day for $55.
Jeez,
Probably could have gotten more, but I get kind of worried when I buy things for full price. They're not going to sell.
Oh, here we go.
Here's Dave's.
We got some pimp shoes. I saw these and I was like, yes, please. I looked at the bottom and made sure, and they are made out of crocodile skins.
So what's the brand?
It is David X.
Okay.
Let me see. I think there's a picture. Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Yeah. But man, they are pimping. Purple on the inside, green on the outside.
And these are from the bins, right?
Yeah, I got these at the bins. So.
And they were your size. So it was a struggle for you to sell them.
Well, the thing is, I gave up pimping years ago. So I don't really need these anymore either. So some pimp retired because I got these and I got another pair of pimp shoes. I don't know. Pimping ain't easy unless you got these.
All right, my first St. John sale from the 127 sales.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think we showed this in a haul. I don't remember if we showed this in our haul. I found this little booth, and they had a St. John suit and this sweater and a jacket with a tank underneath. And I got that and I think a pair of shoes also for $40. No, maybe $30. And so I've made all my money back at this point. Because,
that was your biggest purchase, yeah.
And I still have the others for sale. But this is the first one that sold, $50 for this sweater. Here's the tag somewhere. It's a vintage St. John tag. Not a newer St. John, but still, it was a fairly quick sale.
Not to be confused with St. John's Bay.
Not ever to be confused. This Anthropologie. I wanted to show this one because this is not a well-known Anthropologie brand. Aldo Martins. This was my favorite.
Velvet.
This was my favorite Ben's trip ever. There's the inside tag. Here's the tag that's at the neck.
This one found the pimpin' shoes?
No, it was a different trip. This was a trip I went to these bins right by the bathroom and was finding Free People and Anthropologie, and they called time to switch the bins. I was, no, I just found these. So I had to go, they make you move to the side of the room while they switch the bins. But they didn't switch any of that row. I was so excited. So I went back, and that trip I found probably 20 to 25 Free People and Anthropologie items, which is not that big of a deal normally, but these were all recent and almost all in bigger sizes. And I have sold, I think, all but 2. And the sell-through rate for Free People is not great anymore, or Anthropologie. I have sold all of them. I made hundreds of dollars from that haul. But Aldo Martins, I had to Google it, and I found the picture from Anthropologie's website. That's how I knew. There you go.
All right. Accept another offer. I send lots of offers out, and people counter offer, and I usually just accept it. I just like making money.
He just like
I just like selling
himself short.
Yeah. I like selling stuff. Spyder ski jacket. It was in really good shape. The only thing, the the hood was missing, but there's a place to zip a hood in the back. It's kind of hidden. I don't know if it even came with a hood. It may not. But yeah, it's
We got that at the bins, and it did have
all these Spyder
wear on the
jackets are
sleeves. I do remember, and we washed it, and it all came out amazing.
cleaned up nice.
So Spyder's definitely a brand to watch for.
It's high quality. I mean, I think it was my size too because it fit.
Yeah, but you don't need any more.
No, that's a little too bright for me. There's a nice jacket, $50.
Spanx.
Spanx.
Most of you have probably heard of Spanx, and the leggings obviously are things you want to buy. They do sell well. This one was weird to me because
Spanx is something I got when I was younger.
no, because these felt more like tights than leggings. They were thinner. They almost felt like something you'd wear underneath clothes, and those don't normally sell for as high as the regular leggings that can just be worn with
Did you
a
get
top.
spanked as a child?
Yes, calm down. But then I looked up the style name, and they were activewear leggings, and this was actually a low sale. It was the day I listed it, I think, so I took a quick sale, but I think the comps are $45, $50. I was amazed because they don't feel like they're nice quality. They feel like cheap. But the booty boost, watch out. I mean, it doesn't say that anywhere on them. You have to know how to look up style numbers, but that's what they were.
The booty boost.
You put all my eBay sales at the end, didn't you?
You did.
Well, he was supposed to mix them up. So now we have some of my eBay sales. This came in one of the huge thread up boxes we got. Remember when we got 200 pounds?
Yes.
So this came in the very first one.
How could I forget?
This has been listed for almost a year, and no bites. I had it listed for $150. I had somebody send me a $75 offer, and I accepted. I was like, whatever, just
sounds like
get this out of my house. And then she didn't pay.
Oh, that's a bummer.
It was a bummer. You remember me telling you this. She didn't pay. So I opened up the unpaid item thing. I relisted it.
She offered you
not hours later, she sent the same offer. The same person. I was like, why would I wait again for you to pay? So I declined her offer. Ooh. She offered more. So she offered $100, which was at my automatically accept amount. So it automatically accepted her offer, but then she paid.
Well, that's all that really matters.
Because I was stubborn, she paid an extra $25. So I finally sold this dress for $100. Again, St. John, great brand. It doesn't always sell real quick. And now we're going to move on to Dave's next pair of shoes. I don't remember these.
These aren't really pimping. These are
just dress shoes.
Really nice Italian dress shoes.
Were these the ones that I questioned you about, or different?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it says made in Italy, and then like on the bottom of the shoe, it also says made in Italy. Oops.
You are doing all kinds of things.
I didn't want to do that.
But you got a picture of the bottom of the shoes?
I thought I did.
There might be. There's more pictures.
Yeah.
There we go.
That right there usually is
Vero Cuomo. Does that mean made in Italy or made of leather?
It's leather. Okay. But it's made, they put that on Italian shoes. And so they're the nicest shoes I've seen. But this guy was like, he bought a pair of these that were like, $999.
They're a higher tier.
Yeah. Of this brand. And so he's like, I was expecting 9 nails in the toe and this and that. I'm like, wow, man, that's attention to detail. I'm like, they look really nice to me, and they're obviously handmade Italian shoes, but he was expecting a notch above, and he thought they might be counterfeit. Right. And I was like, well, whatever you want to do, man. If you think they're counterfeit, just let me know. But he said, I'm going to take them for a test drive tomorrow. And the next day he got back with me and said they're legit. He's for sure they're legit because they were great. He said
So happy ending.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, because I
Happy
mean,
ending of the story.
yeah, I don't want to lose.
So
$80.
that's another brand to watch for. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I know. Evidently, they have even more expensive.
Yeah, Di Bianco Gallo.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's.
he kept calling them
correctly.
DiBiancos. I think that's what they call them.
So, where did you get these?
Ben's.
Was it the same trip with the pimp shoes?
Different trip. Okay. Different trip. Yeah, I'm always looking for.
There's a lot of men's dress shoes that are looked over. Yeah. So Dave looks at them and
I like
looks them up.
Yeah.
So they can be good sellers.
Yeah, I've sold a lot of shoes last month. Yeah.
There's more coming.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Even better.
Quilt.
What is this, a quilt?
So this is a. He's got a new watch that sends him messages.
Yeah, I love.
This is inspired by the Fi resellers, Camilla and Kang, that watch our videos. They do a lot of quilt sales, and I thought, I see quilts all the time at the bins. I'm gonna get some.
Who knew? We're like in quilt country. Quilts are dime a dozen here.
So I have a few I've bought. I put them on auction because they're big and bulky, and I want them out of my house real quick.
I just thought everybody had 20 quilts laying
No.
around.
So this is the best sale. I had this pattern was called Dresden Plate. Certain patterns sell better than others. So the more unusual, probably the better sale it will be, and the larger, the better sale it will be. This is on our queen bed, so I mean king bed. So this is I think a full size.
It's a big quilt.
It wasn't even the biggest one I found. But that was the best sale I made of quilts, $45. I'm going to hold myself out for special quilts only because some of them I didn't make great sales on, so I'm still learning.
I bet my mom's got like 20 of them.
Your mom might.
Your mom.
This is actually embarrassing to me.
Why?
Because my main picture is the back. I didn't even realize.
Nailed it.
This is the front.
Oh, okay. There's the buttons.
So this is CP Shades. CP Shades is a sought-after brand. This isn't the normal CP Shades stuff I see, though. Normally it's linen or it's a lag and look or boxy, oversized fit, beachy kind of brand. This came in my thread-up box, okay? So I was excited to see it.
Because the back was the main picture.
Sure, maybe. Just give me more of the other. Is your mom calling you while we're talking?
I'm getting all kinds
I thought this was so ugly. It's like what did I call it? Embossed. I know there's a word. It's not really brocade. It was like tone on tone roses. It buttoned up the front. It was so ugly. I was so happy to sell it.
I like it.
But even the ugly CP shades will sell. I've had maybe 3 CP shades items ever. They've all sold really well. This one took the longest. Still a good buy. Okay, Dave.
Oh yeah, this was I found this game. Where did I find this? Was this the bins? No, it was at that flea market in Cincinnati.
Flea market in Cincinnati?
Yeah. We went to not flea market, thrift store. Yeah, over there by Jungle Gym.
Valley Thrift, I think it's called.
Valley Thrift. Yeah. Shout out.
That place was crazy. They had the craziest price. So inconsistent.
Huge. Yeah, like there was other games that they wanted like $7 or $8 for, and then there's this one. I don't pay more than like a couple bucks for a game, so it was like $1.99.
So Cranium is a very popular board game franchise. So this one specifically seems like it's worth more.
And it sells fast, $25.
It was fast?
Yeah. As soon as I got it.
There you go.
But it came with everything. I mean, everything was all there.
That's the worst part about the board game.
Oh my god!
Is you have to open them and count all the pieces.
And some of them have like the last zoo game. I forget the name of it, but it's got hundreds, a couple hundred pieces probably. And I counted it, and they were all there. But I mean, sometimes you count and you're like, it's missing one thing, like the Office version of Clue.
It's missing a piece?
It's missing the world's greatest boss mug, as a weapon.
I saw it in our game closet. I didn't know it was
Yeah, it's
there.
missing pieces.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
We'll play it.
some of these games sell fast.
All right,
Some
one more
don't.
for me and one
All
more
right.
for you.
Okay. All right.
Athleta tights. Everyone knows Athleta. This is the symbol for Athleta. Athleta is one of my absolute favorite brands to wear. It's nice quality, but certain things don't sell well or fast. Tank tops especially. But I'm finding that things are selling better on
Tank
eBay
tops.
and for
Is
full
that the-
price. I had
the
two
symbol for tank. Oh, you went.
strappy tank tops. I'm finding things are selling better on eBay in the Athleta world. I had two full price sales of Athleta items in August, and I don't think I even have any more listed. It's not like 2 out of 20 sold. I think that's it. And these sold for full price. So I definitely recommend Athleta, especially leggings, especially in larger sizes. $40. I don't remember where I got them, but $4 is the most I would pay because that's what our thrift store price is. And then Dave's final sale, which I'm going to preface that I found them.
Yeah, but I kept them.
I showed them to him at the bin.
Yeah, she was gonna.
No, I just wanted you to look at them to see if you wanted to sell them.
For sure, I'm selling these. Look at the eyeball.
Oh my gosh, that's what I saw immediately.
These are
Dave,
gators.
these shoes have eyes on them.
These are gators. They're a crocodile tail.
Yeah,
that's
it was
the tail
weird.
right there.
They are textured, like the top had a fin on the top.
But they put eyeballs on. I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, these are cool. And they were my size too.
Yeah, same. It was the same day as that other size 13 ones.
I'm going to a wedding in a couple months, and these would have been perfect. But these are nice shoes, though. I guess
so what's the brand?
Romano Exotic shoes. Yeah. Okay. And I saw a lot of other ones that have the tail on the front like that, but they didn't have the eyeball. I'm telling you, that's what got these sold. Yeah, because any guy that wants a pair of alligators and then they put an eyeball on them, you're going to be like, yep, give me the eyeballs.
These are at the bins again.
Yeah, so we paid a few bucks for them.
At our bins, people don't look for dress shoes or boots.
And the other thing is just like the weird stuff. Like I found an ostrich shoe that same day, but I just couldn't find the match. I just wish I bet those would have been worth maybe even more than these because they're just so rare to find real ostrich
that
are
was the
blue.
Day.
They were like teal blue. They were unbelievable. Bins? Yeah, that was with the pimp pie.
Take us back to our regular. Oh, yeah. That was the same day I found Prada boots. They're vintage Prada boots, but I had them in my car. I found a boot, and then I found another boot. I was so excited. And then I started looking at them, and one was brown,
one was black for sure.
And I couldn't find the others, so I had to throw them.
That was a bad day.
I mean, it wasn't a bad day. You found all those shoes. It was just a bad day for Prada boots.
It was a bad day for
Prada. So we have numbers here, totals, and it's really so confusing. We don't really keep track of our numbers too much. We just do the best we can do. We don't rely on this money to live. It's our part-time job.
I'm relying on it to live.
We don't yet. Maybe at some point they will be a stellar seller. Is that rhyme?
Stellar seller. That's going to be my new nickname.
On Poshmark, you only sell a portion. On Poshmark, I sold 119 items in August.
Jeez.
And my totals, not including fees or cost of goods, was $2,775. Poshmark has always been my main platform. I find it very easy to sell there. On eBay is so confusing to me with their numbers. But my total, this is so inflated because in it includes shipping. My total, including shipping, was $680.79, and I sold 19 items. But that includes shipping. He doesn't have the same report on his eBay account because I tried to find it. But I manually added them up. And your total, not including shipping, was what?
$509.
And you had
I think I'm averaging about $500 a month because I've got a thing that says your 3 month, your 90-day total, and it always stays at about like $1,500. So,
How many items did you say?
20.
20. And he's got a small store.
Yeah,
How many items do you have for sale
50.
now? You only have 50 for sale?
Yeah, I sell things as fast as I can get them on there.
I thought you were up to almost 200. Am I thinking of
No,
myself?
I'm at 50.
See, I have 190 some for sale, and I only sell 19. He has 50 for sale, and he sells 20.
But all I do
But
is
it's clothing.
yeah, yours is clothes, and then like I'm just trying to find weird, interesting things.
So our grand total is like, I don't know. It's not comparable because mine includes shipping. But altogether, it's almost 4,000.
Whoa.
And I have numbers compared to other years because I have kept track now since 2019. And my, what month was that? August? This is my best August so far.
Congratulations.
Normally, September is a bit higher than August. So we'll see if that trend goes up. But final thoughts on our sales for the month? Anything?
Final thoughts. Even if you only make 500 and your friend makes.
I'm your friend?
You're my friend and you're my best friend. My wife. Don't be down on yourself. Congratulate them on their success.
I mean, think of the percentage sell-through. You're way better than my percentage sell-through.
Looky there.
Looky there.
Percentage sell-through.
So
Dave Stutes, champion.
Yeah, Dave is the best at the sell-through.
Yes.
So I do want to give you a preview. I'm saying this on a video so that Dave will be committed.
Oh, yeah.
That our next video.
The next video, maybe not the next video, but it's video soon.
That's going to be the next video. The project we're working on now, we don't get to do these very often, but is a house clean out.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to shoot some footage there because this is a hoarder's house. And it is amazing, the volume of items. And I'm going to have to reach out to the internet for advice on this because there's so much. So the upstairs of the house we're in had 4 rooms, and they all had things that hadn't been touched in decades. And I have found thousands of pieces of vintage clothing. But we're going to have a video about, at least one video about this, and that may be all the time we have for, like, we can make one video while we're cleaning up this house.
A lot going on. We've been busy.
Yeah, we've done half the clean out. But we have to get a new dumpster because we filled one already. What's the volume of the dumpster?
40-yard dumpster.
40-yard. I don't know what that means. Just think of a gigantic dumpster.
It's the biggest dumpster they deliver.
Not the ones you see behind the restaurant. It's
bigger.
Construction dumpster.
Yeah. Time to quit.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Good night.
Night.